Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be baking and I decided to bake a cake. So I'm going to show you the easiest way to bake your homemade cake. Most challenges people face is mixing the butter and the sugar. And if you don't have a cake mixer, you'll find out that the manual mixing really hurts the shoulder. So in this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way and also another option you can use. And I would also like to get your comment at the comment section. Please comment. I would love to hear your suggestion and your thoughts. Please and also click on the subscribe button to get more videos coming up. All right, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, first we need a dry bowl, and then we'll be adding half cup of sugar. I used cane sugar. It's kind of refined, doesn't have more of the granules like the granulated sugar. And then I used margarine instead of butter, so it's easier to mix and it's soft. Butter is kind of hard. So instead of using my whisk to mix immediately, I decided to use my bowl scraper. It will make it easier for me to mix the butter and the sugar, because using the whisk, the margarine will be sticking to the whisk, and that can be devastating when you're trying to mix manually. So I decided to use my bowl scraper first to get a fine mixture of the butter and the sugar. So that is what I'm going to do, and it helps because after mixing, then you start to use the whisk. It will be easier, it won't be sticking, and it won't be long before you get a fine mixture to bake. And also remember that when mixing, you need to go one direction. If you want to move anti-clockwise, fine. If you want to move clockwise, whichever works for you, just maintain that circle motion. All right, so now as you can see, the mixture is turning out fine. I can decide to use this without the whisk actually to do the whole baking. Well, but I'm not going to use this because a whisk will be preferable for the mixing of the egg and the butter and sugar mixture. So I'll just use this to get a fine texture. At least it won't be sticking to the whisk when I start using the whisk. So that's my purpose of using this first. So that's that. as you can see, I've gotten the texture I want. It's fine and it's properly mixed. I decided not to use a lot of margarine because I want to bake a light cake. So that's it. Now I'm going to go ahead to add my flavor. I'll be using almond and vanilla extract. So, and I decided to use just 1 tablespoon of each. That's the choice I made. So I don't know, it depends on how much you like the flavor being noticed when you're baking. I like the light scent and little bit of the taste. I love vanilla actually very much, but I wouldn't like it to be excess in the cake. So after adding it, I'm going to keep mixing with the whisk. Well, that's the creamy look, and that's the only thing I'm looking for whenever I'm baking. When I see that creamy look, and I'll be like, I'm good to go. All right, so let's get this cake started. So I'm going to be using eggs. I will be using 9 actually. Yeah, because basically you don't use water to bake, so egg is like the liquid, like the fluid that you're going to use to mix your flour. So that's what I'm going to use. 9. Don't scream. Always remember to mix. So I added 6 eggs for now. Actually, I wanted to use 6 eggs, but something happened and I ended up using 9 eggs. So just keep on watching the video. So now this is 6 eggs. I'm going to be adding 2 spoons of baking powder. I wanted to use 3, but I settled for 2. But I added another 1 with the 3 extra eggs. So that makes it a total of 3 spoons of baking powder and 9 eggs. The clip where I added the extra 3 eggs is not really here, so you won't see it in this video. I didn't have a clip for that, so pardon me. So I would say I'm not very good with measurement. Actually, I'm learning, but I believe with time I will get better with it. So I'm just used to freestyle, you know, cooking and see what it turns out to be. Sometimes when I'm in the kitchen, I feel like I am one inventor, even when whether it ends up having a wonderful taste or not. Like, I'll just create something. So my flour, I am not using the sieve. I decided to add bit by bit. So I'll be using 2 cups of flour. Yeah, 2 cups, because I ended up adding the extra half to make it a total of 2 whole cups. Yeah, I just wanted to use up the flour I had, the plain flour. So I'm using plain flour, not self-rising or any other, just plain flour. That's what I used. All right, so mix everything properly. That's the goal. And then the final texture when you complete the mixing. So well, be patient with this video and you'll see the final texture at the end before I start my baking. So I'll brush over the baking pan with the margarine. Yeah, you can use butter. So I'm going to make sure that it's spread across the whole pan. The goal is not to allow the cake to stick to the pan after baking. So it will help for the easy separation of the cake from the pan. So make sure you get all the corners. you pour your mixture to the pan. But also remember to preheat your oven. While you are rubbing and brushing the pan with the butter, you need to preheat your oven. It needs to be warm before you start baking. So I decided to preheat the oven to 200 degrees and then reduce it while I started baking to 180. I just didn't want it to heat so fast, and I didn't want the top to be so like looking burnt, like very brown. Okay, that is my own aim. I needed to know if the cake is ready, so what I did was to get a knife, stick in the middle. If the knife comes out clear, you know your cake is ready. But if it comes out with, some of these particles like the mixture still being raw, it's going to stain your knife. So that is what I did. And I went to check again the second time and was almost ready, just a little bit. So I had to put it back in for just a few minutes and the cake was ready. So you can bake for, well, the third time I checked, it was ready. And voila, my cake, the top looking golden brown, not looking burnt, and the cake is soft. So I'm going to cut and place in a plate for you to see how it turned out. Ooh, So this is the most exciting part of the baking, when you can now taste it. Yay! Yeah, if you're a cake lover, you understand what I mean. The best part of it is when it's ready to be, you know, yummy. So see, the top is really crispy and the middle is very fluffy and soft. It's not for commercial purposes. It's homemade. It's for my consumption. All right. So you look at it. You see the middle. It's really nice. I wish you can have a taste. You'll love it. Seriously, you will love it. I'm serious. So this is my cake ready. If you want to decorate, design, maybe kind of do some butter icing or any type of icing you want, that is another procedure after the cake is baked. Okay, so I'm just going to go and enjoy my cake. See you in my next video, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate having you on this channel. Stay tuned for more videos coming up, and I'll do my best to make it a worthwhile experience. Just go to the comment section and give me your suggestions. If there's anything you noticed, or if there's any comment, just feel free to say your mind. I'll be looking out for that, for your comment in the comment section. And please, 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 please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. That